welcome to my channel, Fat to Keto. My friends call me Jelly. I lost 181 pounds on a ketogenic journey. Did I go up over the holidays? Yes, I did. I am human like everyone else. Sure, there's people who can stick to it 24/7 during emotional crisis, during holidays, during family events, during happiness, whatever. I am not one of those type of people. I give in. I don't call it cheating. I call it my time out. To not stress, because I have been stressing over my weight my whole entire life, literally dieting my whole life since I was like 12. Okay, keto is the only thing that's ever worked for me. I was up to 368 pounds doing Weight Watchers and everything else, and nothing was working. So that being said, it's called life. Life happens. We just get back on the horse when we're ready. If you're having an emotional crisis, something bad happened, and you try to force yourself back on keto when you're not mentally ready, you might have some falls, and that's okay. I had to wait until I was ready. I just, went lower and lower carbs, and then one day I just went cold turkey. I never went crazy, though. I think the highest amount of carb I had in a day was like 100 total. But when I was doing 10 total, so that was crazy. It was like 90 more than I'm used to. So, I have been completely strict, 100% since the 27th of December. I got all the weight I gained from the holidays back off. Before I stopped weighing in November, because my weight was literally going from 187 to like 202 constantly back and forth, and I could not figure out why. So right now, and it was 102 or 202 when I stopped weighing back then, and today it's like 198. I went up 8 ounces or so from yesterday, 6 or 8, somewhere around in there. So you saw what I ate yesterday. I did end up having a serving of pork rinds, and I used Max this time because it just has salt in it. But I don't know, maybe it's the salt. Maybe I don't need all the salt I used to. I have no clue. Every time I eat pork rinds now, it seems it doesn't matter which brand, I seem to go up the next day. Of course, my blood sugar was high yesterday for no reason. So I don't know. We're gonna see. We're going to not eat, or I'm going to not eat any pork rinds for the next couple of days and see if it makes a difference. But it's just the scale. My inches, when I woke up this morning, I was touching my stomach and different areas. I'm like, oh my gosh, I went down even more since yesterday. I was not expecting the scale to say I went up. So like I said, it's a number on the scale. People don't obey it. Because that was my mistake. That's why I stopped weighing. In November, because I was letting that scale get to me. I should have kept weighing and not let the scale get to me, because I was losing inches, but my brain was like, well, the scale's what matters. No. Now I've trained my brain in the last 3 months that, no, it's your clothes that matter, not that stupid little number on that scale over there. I'm going to show you what I've had for breakfast so far today. And I did have one collagen coffee so far. So let me add that little clip right here. Hey, it's 2:20. This is my first meal of the day. I put a little too much cinnamon in there. I don't know what it's going to taste like. So yeah, I decided to eat a little earlier than usual. Hey, yes, I'm addicted to those things right now. They work for me. They taste amazing. It's like I'm giving myself a treat. And a lot of y'all say you do the 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, which if you're doing net carbs, if you're doing total, it's 8. If you're doing net, it's like 3. But I prefer the taste of just the 1, and it gives me less carbs. Not by a whole lot, but when I'm doing total, it is a lot. It's 4 versus 8. So, also, people can eat the pork rinds. People can eat beef sticks. People can eat a lot of stuff on keto that I cannot. That it seems to make my weight go up. That's why I tell everyone it is a personal journey. No one can say you can eat this, 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 and this and lose weight. Maybe if you're like 386, My first 100 and something pounds, I could eat taco salads without the little shells, of course. I could eat all the steak I wanted, all the broccoli, all the cheese, all the sour creams and cream cheeses, and let me tell you, I could eat pizzas all day long that I made that was keto friendly. But the longer I've been on keto, the more weight I have lost, the stricter and tighter I'm having to get. I can maintain weight. I'm really good at maintaining. It's the losing that I have issues with. So that being said, don't judge your journey against someone else's. That's the whole point here. Because just because they can eat it, don't mean you can. And just because they can't, doesn't mean you can't. It's that simple. I can't have nuts. You probably could have nuts. You just gotta figure it out as you go. Also, what's probably hurting my weight is normal people walk between 5,000 and 10,000 steps a day. I did, just doing housework and different kind of things, and I was burning the fat I was eating plus fat on my body. Well, the keto restart, I restarted because I always did high protein keto. I've switched to normal keto, which is high fat, moderate protein version of it, and my weight's going really slow because I'm not doing anything. I'm not even getting 3,000 steps in a day, and that's because I've been having a head shaking issue where my head goes woo, like insane for hours at a time. My back will feel like it's been ripped off since then. The shoulder blades, like, it is absolutely insane when it happens. So it's barely happened today. It barely happened the other day after I cracked my neck. So, I'm trying a little experiment right now. I'll really know after 7 tonight, because come 7, my head just starts shaking like a crazy person, and it does not stop until I lay in bed. I'm having to, like, constantly lay in bed, give it an hour rest, then I could get up and move for like 10 minutes, and then the shaking starts again. But I'm doing a little experiment. I'm sure it's not what's caused it, but it is a coincidence, and I'm just seeing. So I went back through all my videos from the time I thought my head started shaking, and I realized it had been shaking longer than that, and it kept going and going and going. I watched me and my own stupid videos, because in the beginning the shake was like just like that, real fast, and it might only happen once an hour, and I didn't realize it. I found in my videos where it started, because let me tell you, boy, have I watched some videos the last 2 days. I figured out where it started, and about 12 hours, probably 18, before it started, I did something different. So, is it a coincidence, or did this thing cause my issue? I find it very funny that it started like the very next day, which was less than 24 hours. So I'm going to go a week without this thing and see. Is it possible this thing has been causing tremors in my head, and the shaking in my head is what's hurting my spine and stuff? Come to find out, yes, it's kind of weird. Some people have tremors in their head, and all they need is this little guard in their mouth, and the tremors stop. Some people, all they need is to take out certain foods out of their diet, and the tremor actually stops. Some people, it's called from stopping medicine. I've done tons of research being stuck in the bed the last couple of weeks. So I had to find point of origin. When it started, 2 things happened around the same time. One thing happened, like I said, about 18 hours before. So, we're going to see if the one from the 18 hours before had anything to do with it. And I'm going to give it multiple days just to see. And I really won't know. I mean, for all I know, come 7 o'clock tonight, my head could just start shaking like a crazy person. It might take a while to get it out of my system, so that's why I'm going at least a week without it. I'll go ahead and tell you what it is, but I am not blaming it because I have no proof yet that this is what's caused it. But my head is barely shaking today. I don't even know if you can notice it. It's just doing little fast ones instead of at night. I'm usually in a special chair holding my face against the table, trying to hold it down, touching my head, because you can stop essential tremors by touching your face. So you see me a lot in my videos touch my face. But today's it's so slight, I'm not really having to do that. I'm in a different room. I'm not even like got any support back there. I'm sitting in the install. This is something I haven't been able to do in weeks. I took my favorite thing that I love and use 24/7 off. I'm sure it's not it, but 18 hours after putting it on, the head tremors started. And I went back, weeks back, trying to see if it was before that, and I could not find any proof in my videos, and the first shakes I did not physically notice until I saw them in videos. It's my Active 2 watch. I had to take it off. I don't know if it's it or not. I do know that since I took it off last night, I was able to sleep without my head waking me up at all. I woke up this morning with barely any shake at all. But it could be a coincidence, okay? I could just be having a good day or something. But I'm keeping it off for a week just to see. Because if for some reason I had a bad reaction to it and it caused the tremors, which come to find out is completely legit. It really could be that. Literally, I did a lot of research, and some people are just so highly sensitive to those little waves that throws through your body that it can do all kind of things to you. Even get some people seizures, even though you will never find it on a warning of a package, because it is crazy, crazy rare that they don't need to put it on a package. But I'm not saying it's what's caused this. We're doing an experiment and trying to see if it is. Do I want it to be that? Yes and no. No, I don't want to lose my favorite watch phone. 2, yes, I would give anything. I don't care how much I just paid for that stupid thing and how much I have to pay for it for the next 2 years. I don't care. I would never wear it again if it turns out to be it. And I would be thankful and happy because it would be over. But I don't know. I just think it's a coincidence right now. I'm hoping, but it's probably a coincidence. Okay, so back to keto. I have chicken strips to cook tonight. Also, y'all mentioned it could have been, one of y'all mentioned it could have been the oil that the chicken was fried in last night that raised my sugar. I honestly don't know, but next time I get them, I am going to take my sugar 15 minutes before eating it, then I'll take it like 15 minutes after I'm done, 30 minutes after I'm done, or an hour, and then 2 hours, and then see if it's actually the wings for some reason raising my blood sugar, or did I start off with a high blood sugar. I do always get a high blood sugar when I'm fasted. It's always in the hundreds, and I did only have one collagen coffee within over 24 hours. Like, it was so usually when I do something like that, my sugar does go crazy on me, and it's my own fault. So I did go up those ounces. I was shocked, but I'm starting to wonder if I need a new scale after yesterday's reading being retarded until I played with the batteries. So yeah, but I'm happy with the inches. That's all that matters. So if you're just starting keto, be prepared for roller coasters. Be prepared to go down and back up and down and back up and back until it decides to stay down. This is not just a me thing. This is a lot of people's thing. So we have a lot of fat in us, and this is why I'm not freaking out about my weight right now. I have a lot of fat in me, but keto helps turn that fat into muscle, even without working out. I know, sounds crazy, sounds weird, but totally true. You can go check this out on tons of people's YouTubes. Literally just Google keto turning fat to muscle. It's a legit thing. So if your weight ain't going down but your insurance are going down, it means your fat is turning into muscle. Even if it's a tiny bit of muscle, that fat is shrinking inside your body into muscle, and that's what we want. We want the fat to shrink. And then sooner or later, the scale will move. So don't worry about it. When you start, get clothes you can't even close around your body. You will be shocked how fast those clothes will finally close. Like, it's insane. Like, in 2 weeks, I lost 7 inches, but only lost like 3 pounds or so on the scale. So no big deal. There are tons and tons of different ways people do keto. You have to find what works for you. That's my main advice I could give you on keto is find what works for you. I'm doing the high fat right now. It's not making me sick as long as it's coming from butter and MCT oils and like the weans but any other kind of fat, unfortunately, I really can't handle. Everyone's like, well, do the healthy, like, hamburger meat and stuff. Well, my stomach doesn't process hamburger meat. It doesn't like to process red meats. It's supposed to be able to because I'm O-negative blood. O-negative blood people process red meat really easy and well. We have problems with fiber, but not red meat. But I have so many stomach issues. So I'm just doing what works for me. Never been able to really eat pork. Never really been able to eat dark chicken meat. And yeah, occasionally I can do a steak. I can do steaks in Hawaii easier than I can do here for some reason. Maybe it's because in Hawaii we use charcoal. I don't know if that makes a difference or not. But if I cook a steak inside, I think it tastes like crap. And if I cook it outside on the grill, it seems to taste very greasy and I end up throwing up no matter what kind of cut steak I get. Now, I did really good on the prime rib I cooked. I had no issues with that red meat. I was able to eat that without getting sick at all. So I think I need to start buying some more prime rib. But it's crazy expensive, people, like insane. Also in Hawaii, I love charcoal food, but I can't really do it here. Everyone else seems to be allergic to it. My asthma's bad in this state. I don't have asthma there, so I can have charcoal here. I seem to have problems with it. North Carolina's my enemy, people. Because in Hawaii, I didn't go up in inches, no matter what the scale may or may not have said. We walked for miles every day. I ate probably 100 plus carbs a day. Even on keto, what I was calling keto days. My blood sugars were staying fine. Everything was in the right numbers. But I was so physically active and I sweated like a stuffed pig 24/7 because there was no AC. That it didn't matter that I ate that many carbs. It was not affecting my inches or anything. So that is one thing that everyone needs to remember. Don't yell at someone if they're eating more carbs than you because maybe they can. Here, I can't. I have to stay under 20 total. But I also don't sweat here. I'm also not active like I am there. You know, there I'm not alone. I have this thing that my boyfriend says, or fiance says I need to get over, is I don't like being alone anywhere. I hate it. I get very self-conscious. I wonder if people are judging me and thinking, oh my gosh, no one loves her. She doesn't have friends. She's a loner. I'm not a loner. I don't have friends here, unfortunately. I don't know how to make them. They always move away because those army wives. And if I do make them at my age, they don't want to be younger than you. And the ones you do make around here, they don't want to go work out and they go out to eat for their entertainments and stuff like that. And that's not where I am in my life anymore. So yeah, it makes me self-conscious. I do want to start going to the YMCA. So if I can get my head to only shake like it has been right now, which I don't even know if y'all noticed, I can start going to the YMCA. I can start doing stuff because I'm not nauseous. I'm not dizzy. I'm not having a panic attack from it shaking so bad that it's giving me these horrible headaches. Even if it's just first thing in the morning where it's okay. I mean, I think it's like 3 something here, almost 4, and I'm still doing good. So, I don't know. but I really, oh my gosh, people, let me tell you, I needed to stop because they have these amazing programs that sound like so much fun. There are all these Pilates boxing programs that they just started, and they have the bar ones where it's like Pilates, boxing, and ballet mixed together, and it all looks exhausting and fun at the same time and really hard. But I would take the easier classes first. But I have to check my spine first, still with the doctor on the 23rd. And then hopefully my head, hopefully something can heal it and it can stop shaking. Because I am sick of being stuck in this house. I am so bored. It is ridiculous. Ridiculous. And I can't even make any cool foods because I can't stand up too long. I'm having a really good day today. But my fiance is like, don't do anything. Lay in bed. Do nothing because you could be healing and you don't want to mess it up. At the same time, I have such few good days. I want to clean my house. I want to do laundry. I want to cook a special meal. I want to do things. I want to go walk outside because it's been beautiful in North Carolina for the past week. And I haven't even been able to walk outside. So it's really hard to stay put and just let yourself heal when you've been trapped in bed for 2 weeks and you're bored out of your mind. I can't play video games. I can't type with this hand at all. Using this hand sends shooting pain up into my back, which then triggers my neck to start shaking like crazy too. But the shaking came first. I think it hurt something in my spine and my shoulder. So I don't know. But I have been rambling for almost 20 minutes and I haven't even showed y'all my dinner today. So yeah, these videos lately have been more like a diary. But hey, I have no one else to talk to, so y'all get stuck with me. Y'all gotta hear me. Yeah. I'm sorry if you don't like it. I will be giving more tips soon on keto because, okay, I have a billion tips. But you gotta figure out if it's gonna work for you or not. That's my biggest tip out of everything. My biggest tip that you can ever remember on keto is you have to find out what works for you. You can't copy other people necessarily. I mean, you can try if you realize the keto you're doing now isn't working. You can try other people's versions. Maybe it'll work. But the thing is, only trying stuff is going to tell you whether it works or not. Now I'm going to shut up because this jacket is starting to give me a little, like, it's got friggin' lint. I have linted it, washed it, dried it a million times, and it has got which just got my eye, which has got millions and millions of fuzz balls all over it. And like the shirt underneath right now that I'm wearing is just covered in fuzz balls from it. And it's starting to get in my throat. I love this shirt. I don't know why it's got to be retarded. So I'm going to go make me another collagen coffee because I bet it's close to $4.40 or something. And I have to go pick my daughter up from school. And I would really love a delicious coffee because I'm in love with them. I love my coffee, people. I would hate it if I ever found out that the collagen coffee was stalling me for any reasons because I absolutely love it. My hair loves it. My skin loves it. I would be devastated if I ever found out that it was not my friend. So, shutting up now, and I will show y'all what I have for dinner. And yeah, so far I'm having a good day. Hopefully it sticks around. I got my Ninja grill heating up over there, and I'm going to put this bad boy on. I don't know if I'm going to eat anything with it yet. I'll decide and let y'all know, but I'm going to try steak again. Alright, so I'm not going to use the Mojo right now. I'm going to use this one. We are just going to take my blood sugar on my original diabetic little meter, and this is before dinner. I haven't even cooked yet. Lunch was over 3.5 hours ago. I did have a collagen coffee recently. I drink them really slowly. So we're gonna see what my blood sugar is before dinner and about an hour after dinner. I'm not gonna waste the ketones yet. Okay. One of my fears is that for some reason my collagen coffee is messing me up. What have I been doing differently? Give me a second and I'll tell you. So I've been using monk fruit. I never tested before. It supposedly doesn't raise your blood sugars. I think I'm gonna have to start testing before and after using it. The same with my sweet and low. I think I need to do another test on those. Then I need to do a test on my collagen. Then I might need to do a test on just plain black coffee with caffeine. I need to find out what is raising my blood sugar because I am not eating carbs. The only carbs I am getting would be what isn't supposed to raise, like this, the sweet and low, the stevia, and the collagen coffee, and of course pain, stress, all that raises it. Naturally your liver can raise it. Also caffeine can raise it. So I'm gonna have to do a test this week well, the week coming up on each thing, and just see if it is just my stress levels and stuff like that doing it, my body's doing it itself, or is one of these products messing me up. I've tested over and over again though after I've eaten the pancakes, and so far that hasn't messed me up. However, I did use this today, a little, but I did use it, and I've never tested after using this stuff. So here's another little thing I'm gonna have to test. It could not be any of these products. It really could be my body, but we need to find out for sure. I'm over here heating this sucker up. Oh, and it's ready for the meat to go in, and I will show you it in just a moment what it looks like when I stick it in. Alright, let's see if I can film sticking it in. It has a preheat button that you do. Well, the whole thing's preheat. When you turn it on, it does the preheating. Now, I only season the one side, so I need to season this one, but I think this side I'm just going to do some Himalayan salt. You can hear it sizzling. Sounds so good. I hope I can really eat this without getting sick. That was my evil fire alarms. It goes off not from smoke, but from heat. And when I open that thing, it just like shoots right to the thing and makes it go off every time. It drives me crazy. So if you didn't hear it, it means I was able to cut that noise out with no problem. But if you did, that's what the noise was. Evil fire alarm. So far so good on my head shaking still, and it's after 5. Yeah, I don't want to jinx it. I mean, really don't want to jinx it. The only time it started shaking is when I was driving, sitting back, leaned back against the spine area that's hurting. The spine area did not come first. Okay, the head shaking came months before the spine started hurting, but with all the shaking, all the twisting of my head has caused me to have severe spine issues now, like pain. I don't know if it actually physically did anything wrong with it. So, I don't know. Cross your fingers that I figured it out and the head won't shake anymore. But it could just be a coincidence. Like, I want to have hope, but at the same time, I don't, because I don't want to be disappointed. Like, I know usually I'm shaking the pieces, and I'm not right now. In 2 hours, I would have to be in bed. So in 2 hours, we will see if it holds strong. I guess I can just take it a day at a time, hour by hour, and figure it out. I don't know. Okay, so this is what the steak looks like when it's done. It had a lot of char marks. I don't know if you can see them. Yes, I like my steak rare. When I cook it too long, I literally cannot eat it. I end up throwing it up very quickly. But if I eat it rare, I usually don't have so many issues at all. But this is how I'm eating it. I'm taking 5 ounces, which has already been in here, with 3 ounces of iceberg lettuce, 45 grams of my shredded cheese, 14 grams of bacon crumbs, and 1 pack of this baby. This is what I'm having for dinner, and we're going to see how this settles on my stomach. I have not had ranch in weeks or lettuce, so I'm crossing my fingers, and we're going to check my blood sugar about an hour after eating it as well to see what happens. It's been an hour since I ate, so we're going to check my glucose on my normal monitor. way cheaper. It's also been an hour since I drank anything. I haven't eaten or drank. I didn't want anything to interfere with the results. Okay, 90, that's not bad. So probably in like 30 minutes or so, I'll go ahead and test it on here with ketones. I'll just give it a few more minutes. See if it can come down a tiny bit more before I try, because I've been doing that GKI thing too. Okay, so let's give it a shot. It has been almost 2 hours since I ate. We're going to use the Mojo for both readings. We're going to start with the glucose. Remember, like an hour ago, it was in the 90. I think it was 90 exactly. Okay, we're at 81 glucose. That's not bad. Now we're going for ketones. Hopefully I don't have to re-prick myself. There we go. Okay, so I'm not really sure on the GKI what it's going to be. I'm going to do the math real fast and I'll let y'all know. Into the GKI, I am in low ketosis. Just got there. I don't know. I'm happy with the blood sugar reading, so I don't know. Maybe, oh, my hair is sticking up everywhere. Maybe it's just I'm not eating enough fat to make it any higher. I don't know, but I'm okay with those readings today. So, yeah, time to put the video together. We'll see what my weight is tomorrow. It did, of course, go up today, so hopefully it goes back down tomorrow.